And our first question. Side, we go first. Side.
Congratulations. I don't expect you to agree with the fans who say you're going to win the league, but that must feel like a pretty big win.
Yeah, if you play away at the Etihad, if you win there, it's always a big win, no matter what the league table looks like. Because if you play away from home against the Pep team, it's almost impossible to have more ball possession than his team has. So we knew we had to defend a lot. And that's what we did really well. And then some good moments in a counter-attack led to us winning the game. And the fans can sing whatever they want. I think they sing it quite long already. But we know as a team how hard we have to work for every single win. And it was only a week ago or 3 days ago. I don't know if the one is in. But someone asked me if we had a dip Wednesday. So, yeah, I don't believe that, as well as I'm calm now about this win.
Jamie.
Hi Arne, I understand Arsenal have a game in hand, but you are 11 points ahead, so is it fair to ask you if it's your title to throw away now?
You can ask every single question you want, but I've said many times it's so hard to judge the league table before every single game is played, because the person that asked me this after the Villa game, and in my opinion, Villa away and City away are two very difficult games. So you can drop points over there. And for example, Arsenal already played those 2 games. So it's hard to judge it, but we are in a good position. But we also know how hard it was for us to win against Wolves. Now we play Newcastle. We played 3-3 over there, which was, in my opinion, also a good result. Although after 89 minutes we were 3-2 up. But we also experienced how difficult that one is. So in every other league, having a league like this would be very comfortable, except for this one, because this league, every single game gives you a lot of challenges. Even Plymouth Argyle gave us a lot of challenges.
Hi Arne, given what you've just said, and having watched the league from afar before coming over here, could you have imagined to be this far ahead at this stage of the season, so early in the season, to be,
no,
especially over a team like Man City and how dominant they've been?
No, because you never think like that. If you start somewhere, you don't think about where you are in terms of points in the end of the season. What we do know is that no one saw us as a title contender when we started in the beginning of the season, and I think no one in the world of football would have expected City not to be so close to the one that leads the league, if they are not the one that lead the league. But we all know why. They had many injuries. They had a difficult period. But again, today you could see, although the result maybe doesn't show you that, but how good they are as a team and how difficult they are to play against.
Chris McKenna.
I know you said there nobody saw you as a title contender, but did you see yourself when you came in here and seen the squad that you could do this season?
No, I said many times already, I always felt that we had a lot of quality. That's why we didn't brought, except for Federico Chiesa, another player in. But I was curious to know, 2 years ago Liverpool played Champions League and wanted to compete for the league. That was difficult, and then they ended up 6th. Last season they were Europa League, if I'm correct. So they mostly rested their players then, and they could play in the weekend, and they were competing till 5, 6, 7, 8 games before the end. So what I was curious about is, can we do both? What this club has done, what Jurgen has done for so many years. And till now, we are doing quite a good job in both competitions. But we also have quite a difficult draw in the Champions League.
Well,
and just on the first goal, the set piece routine, really nice moment with Aaron Briggs. Everyone congratulate. Sorry, in the dugout. How much credit does he deserve for working on that set piece, and what impact has he had in terms of the set pieces this season?
He's done his work very well, and you don't always see the result of that during games, because many times we were close to scoring. And I always say, people might not know it over here yet, but if you go to Holland, people will say, oh, there he is again about his set pieces. But I always say, if you want to win a big game, you need to have a neutral balance in set pieces or a positive one. So if we go Villa away and they score and we don't, it's so hard to win against a Villa or a Chelsea or an Arsenal. And today it was the opposite. We scored from a set piece, and that gives you such a boost for this game, because at that moment of time it wasn't that we were dominating the game, and it wasn't expected that we could score at any second. So yeah, set pieces are vital, and we started with a new group of people this season. And we need to give them a bit of time, because I think that's also what you see at Arsenal. When they started working, it wasn't immediate. It takes a bit of time before you see the result. And that's what we are hoping for in the upcoming 11 as well.
Hi, Arne. I want to ask you about Mo Salah. Another big game, another big performance from him. Is there any word you can use to define his level this season?
That's been asked many times. That is difficult. I think the number speaks for himself. So what pleased me most today is that mostly we have in every game, apart from this one, I think maybe the home game against City or Chelsea, but we have more ball possession. So that means we bring him many times in promising position. But today there wasn't that many moments we could bring him in promising positions. But these 7, 8, 9, 10 moments that we gave him the ball in those positions, he was every time a threat. And that probably tells you even more the quality player he is, because it's not so easy for an attacker if he has to defend. And then he gets the ball and does something special. That's something. Not many things seem difficult for Mo.
Last one, John Cross.
Hello. Sorry about the slip.
The dip.
Oh, the dip.
The dip. I was just going to ask you about Mo Salah said that basically he feels that sort of the big players want another title. Just how much of kind of the spirit in the dressing room has been the driving force this season?
If you ask, I would hope that if the ones that are maybe the ones that haven't won it yet, which you call as not the big ones, that they would want to win something this season as well. And looking at them, how hard they work, I think all of them want to achieve something this season. But we know how hard it is. This league has always gone till the end, except I think for one season when Liverpool won it. There was a 25 points gap, and all the other season were so close. If it was Liverpool or later on it was Arsenal together with City. The boys have worked every single day really hard to be where they are now, and I hope and assume that they will keep doing that for 3 more months, and let's see where we are now.
Thank you, everyone.
Same process as ever. We'll take a show of hands and come to as many of you as we can. Start with Simon, please.
Hi, Pep. You've already said that you're not going to win the league this year, so in that sense, the defeat has not cost you. But are you seeing something in your team that's evolving that will allow you to believe that you can get closer to where Liverpool are next season?
It's just a game, but the distance in the Premier League isn't away, is because we are far away from them as a reality. If you analyze the game today, was really good. I don't know. In general, we lost, so the loss is nothing much to say. But the way we play was really good. Was tight in more in the first half. Was more open. They attacked more in the second half. They defend really well, especially in the help each other, and especially amount of people in the box. And I don't know how many times we arrived to the byline. Since 9 years, have been the target in my team. So. And our team just try to make a good high pressing to make the long balls away as quick as possible. That happened. Best midfield players in the world link inside or linking behind from Salah, which is difficult to control, but didn't happen much. We dropped them many times. I said how many times we were in the byline. That is a dream that we want to do. But after the next of that, we struggled. We didn't, for the amount of time we arrived to the byline in the final third, in the 6-yard box, we didn't create much. That is the horrible saying. That is not easy, because when you have 2-3 players with Doku and 2 central defenders with Phil, Kevin or Omar, and the strikers go in the 80-yard box, especially all the time second half. Of course, you need the brilliance of the players, one cross, one deflection. We need the pass back from from Nico and Rico, and can make a shoot. And because both wingers were exceptional, so Savinho and Doku and all the young players except Kevin and Nathan today were so young team that will be the future of this club, and they face a team like maybe I don't know who's going to lose the Premier League, but they are going to lose the Premier League just in case they don't win the Premier League. And we behaved really good. So it was a tight game, of course, a good action set pieces. Always, you cannot expect that Liverpool. We missed just in the final third to be more creative, create something that being knowing completely that is not easy, we didn't create the amount of chances we need to score goals for the amount of times we arrived there.
Pep, you've seen the standard in England and Europe this week. Arne Slot says you will be back challenging next season. Do you agree with him, and how much work is it going to take to get back there?
I would like that. I know what we have done at that team. I know it. So it's not enough. But recognize my team. The last two games in the Premier League, Newcastle and today, were brilliant both. And Madrid was not good enough for the both games to try to go through, but the pace that today, the rhythm and the pressing and the solidarity for most of them playing in difficult positions. And I approve it, and it was really good.
Hi Pep, you've had some time now to assess Erling Haaland's injury. How long is he likely to be out? Could he be back next week, or?
I don't know, James. I would like to know it, but I don't know.
What's the exact problem, please, if you don't mind?
His knee. The moment in Newcastle make some action like move the knee, and apparently it's not dangerous because all the exams and proof dictate that it's fine, but he didn't feel fine. I had the feeling it will be soon because yesterday we trained and make some movements really good, but he said to us that was not ready, and we have to respect that, and hopefully the Spurs on the next games can help us.
Hi, Pep. Based on what you've seen today and of Liverpool this season, do you think you've seen the Premier League champions?
It's what I said before. How many points have advantage from Arsenal? It's a lot. How many games lost? The only team can lose it.
So that's a yes, then?
I didn't say yes. The only team can lose it.
I'm at the front, please, guys.
Hi Pep, you talked about getting to the byline and maybe the lack of cutting edge in the team. Is that as simple as Erling not being there, or are there other factors? Because there was a lot of attacking players on the pitch today that you picked.
I would say they defend really well, and I would say for me it would be easy to say yes, but it would be so unfair for the players that played today because they were exceptional. I know against the team we played, I know that some transitions and mistakes we can do, but how many times we were there and Doku make actions at 1 and 2. It's for the next one. I had the feeling when Jeremy, his ability to attract 2 or 3 players, or Savinho 2 or 3 players, there are 1 or 2 players that are free. And in that moment had to be quick and finish the actions. We were not good enough in that. Because if Jeremy has the ball and Alexander Arnold go there, Ember go there, and Salah go there, and even Szoboszlai go there, there is players away from this structured defensive that is free. You have to be quick and finish the actions. And there was one action that I can remember for Nico, put the ball in the byline, make a cross and action. These kind of actions, without key and shoot or field the ball, then action individual with field, dribble or Kevin and shoot, that is what we missed today. We create a little bit more sense, the chances to score a goal for the amount of time we were there. Especially even the first half. It was a little bit more open, of course. But our pressing was really good, all the balls is ball away, so... And that's what happened.
This time of year, this group of players are usually fighting for titles and still in the Champions League. You've been really clear about how important it is to get into the Champions League again. Do you expect them to show the same fight and desire to get into the top 4 as if it was a title race?
If it happens, we were not good enough, not because it's lack of desire or lack of passion or life to try to do it. Absolutely not. We saw it against Newcastle, we saw it today. So I don't have any doubts about that, but listen, teams, and there are good teams, all of them, Newcastle and Nottingham, Aston Villa, and the other one, sorry to forget, and But there are 4, 5, 6 teams, 3, 4, 5 teams fighting for that. It will not be easy, of course. The calendar is what it is, the absence what it is, but we will try it. So it must happen. It's because we deserve it. It doesn't happen. It's because we are not good enough. So it's simple.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, thank you.